Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jason, and today we're continuing our shop improvement series. See, last summer I did a whole bunch of work in here for insulation in preparations for AC someday when the channel takes off and maybe I make enough money to buy AC. What I did was I cut open every single one of the walls in this space. The shop is about 1,300 square feet, and I insulated every single wall cavity with blown cellulose. In the attic, I insulated with blown cellulose as well. Dense pack in the walls, loose fill in the attic. It made a significant difference. Then I went ahead and I upgraded my garage door panels with some high density foam. That also made a big difference. Today, we're discussing lighting. I have 6 fluorescent light fixtures in the ceiling here, 3 on the other side, and they don't provide quite enough lighting, especially when it comes to filming. So we have resorted to adding box light, directional light, my underhood light. This light I'll pop in on the floor or on a stand or on a rack or on something somewhere to try to just fill in so that you on the camera can see what's happening, even if I can barely see what's happening because I'm being blinded by all these lights. My fix for this, maybe, is gonna be these guys. Check this out. These, into my eyes. These are 150 watt high bay LEDs. Bought them on Amazon from Lackeper. I don't know if that's actually a word or what it is, but when you look, these output a significant amount more lights. I mean, it makes these lights in the ceiling almost inert. Like they're not there at all. I've got my ladder set up here. Well, I need to set my ladder up so that I can get this thing up in the air, and you can see just how much light it puts down on the ground. Let me get this going. I've got my assistant here. He's gonna take the light up above me. Go ahead and hold it right here so that the extension cord doesn't come undone.
Put your finger out.
It's currently stuck to my finger. Okay, grab this guy. Okay. This part does get a little warm. Yep. Okay, so he's gonna go up the 12-foot ladder. And he's not gonna fall on camera where his mom might see. Jeepers. I'm gonna help him out with the extension cord.
Yeah, this is tall.
It is tall. You got plenty of room. Okay, one more step. Come on, remember me up on the walls filling all those holes in? I gotta get up there to do the electrical. Okay, you hold that. Okay, so he's holding it up near the ceiling. These lights come with brackets, so you can bolt them directly to the ceiling, or you can hang them down by chains or hooks or whatever you want. But you can see, I can see just how much more light is in this space already. I'm super excited to get at least 2 of them up right here to see what kind of a difference it's gonna make. For now, what we gotta do is we need to get these fluorescents out of the ceiling, and we need to get some plug-in boxes so that we can get these mounted. So let's move on to that. So first things first, we need to get our old fixtures down and see what kind of electrical we have up here. There should obviously be a box. Put these down so I don't drop them, but here we are. So we've just got 2 mounts up here. We're gonna wanna disconnect the electrical first, and then we'll pop that down. Before we do anything with the electrical, we wanna make sure we're safe. So we're just double checking to make sure all the power is off in here. In my case, I didn't shut the breaker off, I just shut off the switch, which subsequently shuts off power out here. Unless my wife comes out, flips on the switch, and shocks me off of this ladder. Good reason to turn off the breaker. 14 feet. Oh yeah, that's some awesome drywall work right there. Thanks, installers. So after a bunch of fiddling around at the box store, what I decided to go with were these outdoor extension rings. I'm not using the foam pad because I'm mounting directly to the box. What that's doing is it's giving me enough room to mount my outlet inside of here on a steel cover, and also later if I want to extend off of this and put lights elsewhere on the ceiling, I'll have that option as well. With our outlet installed, we got to get our bracket installed. For that, I'm pre-drilling into the ceiling joist. Okay. And on this side, I'll do the same thing, and I will tilt the light just a little bit that way. Probably not that far.
Well, that was a bit scary.
Did it look like it was coming down?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna fall. I was like, oh no.
My drill bit's down there.
What class?
All right, now to turn them on.
This time I'll actually get down the ladder.
All right, helper's going to turn it on. Kick it on, bud.
What?
That's weird. Okay, that didn't work. After a brief intermission, I pulled that box down and I found that the hot leg coming in, whoa, that got really bright. The hot leg coming in actually had a loose connection up in the original tie that I didn't touch. So I pulled everything apart, fixed it, and now we can turn on the lights and see what it looks like. All right, Judah, fire them up.
Kaboom!
Yeah. The center of the shop is lit up so much more now. I don't know if this is transmitting on camera, but the light is so much more crisp through here.
There's a lot more light too. Like, just look here to
Well,
the
yeah.
back shelves. Like, it's like night and day.
Yeah, the back shelf area with the other fluorescents, I know it's bright on camera, but it's much darker over there than here where I have those lights installed. So for sure, I'm gonna install 2 more back there now at this point, seeing this. And then I'm gonna come up with an idea for the front where the garage door blocks those 2. I'm gonna install these same boxes so that I can run the lights off to the side, and I might buy 1 more to put right in the middle for when that door is down. So as it turns out, the solution for my lights near the garage door or under the garage door was actually pretty easy. You can see what I did here was I wound up mounting the 2 rear lights to the garage door track. Now, there is no interference whatsoever with the door because it rides above in the track, and the door frame has 2 sets of mounting brackets. It doesn't shake at all. So I have no concerns of these lights up there, and they're bolted to the track. They're in place. Wow, I can't stop looking up at those things. In the middle, I put the 2 lights with a slight pivot towards where the front of cars will be and hoods, and then in the back, I put the other 2 for a total of 6, 900 watts of lighting over here, 21,000 lumens each. That's a whole lot of mathing and way more than I need to do right now with all this light out here. You can see when you look over to my other side over there, it almost looks dark by comparison. I wound up reorganizing this whole side of the shop. I know it looks like a disaster, complete utter disaster, but I moved my toolbox, got my workbench over here, I got my pipe racks up on the wall and mounted and secure, and this is gonna be a fantastic workspace. Now I can close the door during the daytime. I don't need the extra light coming from outside to be able to see what I'm doing inside, and hopefully keep some of the heat out as summer gets closer. I can see on my face there is a little bit of downcast shadow, but on the walls back there it's bright and exposed and you can see everything. These were a huge upgrade, fairly simple to install. I'm not an electrician, I'm just some schmuck in my garage, you know, making things work. So if you are an electrician and you saw me do something wrong, let me know how I fix it and why I need to fix it. I know there are a couple of NEC violations up there already, but there's no safety violations, not at least in my book. I appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun things to help me out, and I will see you on the next one. Catch you later. I'm back, just because I had to pick up the phone and started dropping it on the floor. You know how it goes.